Scotty is building a quadratic equation to model the height of a baseball that is being hit into the air. He knows that quadratic equations have a standard form of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. Let me write that down again over here since we're going to be using it. And then it says Scotty is now trying to find the a and the b of the quadratic equation. So basically the coefficients of the first and second terms there. He has already built the following table showing the height of the baseball compared to the time in seconds elapsed. So x is going to be our time, y will be the height. What are the values of a and b for his quadratic equation? Alright, this one takes a lot of plugging and calculating. And you always want to start with the point 0, where x equals 0. And in this case, the height is 1. So I'm going to plug these points into that equation and solve. That will give me part of this standard form that we're looking for. So let's get started. The y is 1 equals a. Instead of x, I'm plugging in my 0 here. So it's going to be 0 squared plus b times 0 plus c. Okay, let's go ahead and keep solving. Simplify. 1 equals, well, 0 squared is 0. So a times 0 plus b times 0 plus c. Well, anything times 0 is still just 0, so 1 equals 0 plus c. And that leaves us with 1 equals c. Perfect. So I have part of my equation. Unfortunately, it's not asking for c, it's asking for a and b. But c equals 1 will definitely help me. Let me show you. Now you just need to pick another set of points. This time I'm going to do 1, 5, the next simplest one. Plug those in. Okay, so 5 is now my y equals a times 1 squared, since that's my x, plus b times 1 plus c. Now instead of c, I'm plugging in my constant value, which I know is 1, so plus 1 at the end there. Okay, so here we go. 5 equals, well, 1 squared is 1, so 1a plus b times 1. I'm going to call that 1b plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. I want my variables by themselves, so I get 4 equals a plus b. I want to get one variable by itself, so I can solve for it eventually. I'm going to get the a by itself. Subtract b from both sides. So I get a equals, it's actually 4 minus b. Another way to write that is actually just negative b plus 4. That's the version I'm going to keep, and I'll rewrite it over here for us. Last one is to plug in my last point, 2, 7. So I'm plugging those into my equation. Let's get started. 7 is my y now, equals a times 2 squared plus b times 2 plus c, and remember c I know, which is 1 from right down here, so plus 1. Okay, keep solving. 7 equals 2 squared is 4, 4a plus 2 times b plus 1. Subtract 1 from both sides. These cancel out. I get 6 equals 4a plus 2b. That is my second equation. Now I have two equations. That's a system. Two equations, two variables I can solve now. So I'm going to go ahead and transfer that equation that we just found to the top here. 6 equals 4a plus 2b. I'm going to plug in my value for a right here. Negative b plus 4. That's a. I'm plugging that in right there. So let's see what happens. I'm going to get 6 equals 4 times negative b plus 4. In the very end, I still have that plus 2b. Okay, I need to keep solving here. 6 equals, and then I need to distribute that 4. 4 times negative b is negative 4b. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 2b. Okay, so I have negative 4b plus 16 plus 2b. I'm going to get rid of that negative 16 first. I want to get all my b's together. Crossing out, 6 minus 16 is negative 10. equals, and then I can combine like terms over here. Well, let's write out 4, negative 4b plus 2b. Now I'm going to combine like terms. These both have a single b, so negative 4b plus 2b gives me negative 2b equals negative 10 divided by negative 2, and my answer is b equals negative 10 divided by negative 2 is positive 5. Okay, so I have my b. I still need to find a. Luckily, that's the shortest step here. I'm going to plug this right into this equation. So a equals negative b plus 4. b is 5, so a equals negative 5 plus 4. Well, negative 5 plus 4 just gives you a equals negative 1. So my answers here are a equals negative 1, b equals positive 5.